Hello. What a wonderful evening. Today, I take this wonderful opportunity to talk about what really helps us to conquer the mountains. We are going to cross-examine the term love. Even in the Holy Bible, love is a description of a word that states love conquers mountains. Love doesn't produce injury. Throughout history, look at the term love, and people conquer. They did things with their love, the love of their neighbor, the love of God. Then, if you possess such a virtue, which is the greatest virtue to master things, to be successful in life, even great people, rich people, they do these things. They help others. They do charity work. That is from the love of what they do. Even great celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and great celebrities and rich people, they have that love within themselves. That virtue is the highest virtue that they possess to be successful. Without that virtue, you cannot succeed. It is self evident we see this virtue even in Jesus Christ. It is written in the book of John 3 6 and John 3:16 says, "For the Lord loved the whole world, that he sent his only Son to die for our sins, so that we may not perish." To think of love as a virtue that has no boundary. Paul in the book of Corinthians chapter 13 says, if you have possessed the whole world and you don't have love, everything is nothing. You think about love, love, love as the greatest command of all commandments. Imagine even the whole Bible, Jesus is being confronted by by his disciples. They come to him and ask, Master, tell us which of these is the greatest command. Jesus tells them, love God your God with all your soul, heart, and mind. That's the first command. Love, love. Who? God your God with all your soul, heart, and mind. Hmm? And then we see the same scenario being spoken by Peter saying in the book of Acts, in Paul, in the book of Acts, Jesus says, "This is how I will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." So the term love has the greatest value, which has no boundary, it conquers even mountains. And then the second command, Jesus says to them, which of these is the greatest? He tells them, love your neighbor as you love yourself. In these two rest the law and the prophets. So you cross-examine, love has been invoked throughout history. Think of the story of David and Saul in the Old Testament. David, Saul wanted to kill David because he was jealous of him, because David had been now anointed to be the next king in Israel. And Saul was so jealous. But David, because he had love within himself, love for the neighbor, he spared so many times. Love conquers mountains. Love never brought you over injury. Love, the master of everything. If you have love, you would treat others the way you would want yourself to be treated. Imagine even in your workplace, imagine the way you can treat others. If you have that value of love, you learn to respect them, you learn to treat them as equals within yourself. You learn to see others in you. Imagine you have a mirror and you want to cross-examine yourself. If you have food in the mouth or you didn't brush your teeth, you go to the mirror, you reflect, a mirror reflects you as a person. And love is like a reflection within ourselves. When you have love, it reflects good things in you. So imagine you are standing before the mirror and you are looking into yourself. And you're trying to identify things that you don't like about yourself. If you have beards, if it's a lady is making her hair, you think about that. That love is a reflection of your own image. Love as a reflection of ourselves. And then if we love others, what will happen? That means if we do what we want done to us, we will be able to project the same to others. That's why we have conflict in our world, because there is lack of one another, lack of love. When love doesn't, the love of many shall abound in the last days. That's what is written. So when you see the things that we experience in our days or our time, it's because the love of many shall grow cold. That is what the book of Matthew says. The love of many shall grow cold, and men shall be robbers of themselves. When you love yourself other than loving others, so if you love yourself as you love others, that's the greatest command. So the love of many shall grow cold. And that's why we see violence, we see chaos, we see all kinds of exploitation of humanity. But the truth is, love conquers mountains. Love us no injury. Love, you don't think of evil things against your neighbor because you have love for one another. Brethren, imagine of this virtue, love as a command. When the disciples, all the rich young man goes to Jesus because he had money and he wanted to know for himself what shall he do to inherit the kingdom of heaven. And Jesus said, keep the command. And the young man says, yeah, I've kept all the commands. Is that there is the commands that he has kept up? Keep my command, do this and that. But Jesus said, he tells this young rich man, go and sell what you have and give to the poor. And then guess what? Come and follow me. Because the young man was rich, his love was for the richness that he had, not for the love for others. So that's why love conquers mountains. Love has no limitation. If you have love, you can conquer even the mountains. Love, love, love for God, love for yourself and others. This is the greatest value. So if we want to be conquerors, we need to possess such a greatest love. Love must emanate from within us in order for us to be more than conquerors. I invite you, brethren, as we continue to cross examine our world and the beauty of this term, love, the virtue of love, possession of love, the greatest love. Love accompanies you wherever you go, at your workplace, when even in a matatu or driving somewhere. Love, when you have that love, love radiates goodness, love radiates truth, love radiates good positive energy. So, brethren, stay tuned as we continue to cross examine the greatest value ever given to mankind. That's the love, love, love for God and love the neighbor. May God bless you. Amen.